Ciao a tutti, io voglio parlare del mio viaggio in Italia. Don't we all dream about abroad excursions, amazing beach vacations, visiting some of the most historic sites, and eating some of the most delicious foods that the world can offer? In the summer of 2015, I traveled to Italy with my older brother and my parents to visit my relatives and travel throughout quite a bit of the country. Throughout this time, I would like to share the three major parts of my trip, consisting of a lovely beach vacation in Sardinia, sightseeing and learning more about my culture and history, and finally seeing my parents' hometown, Avellino, and also being able to see where our traditions were originated. Let me begin. So, just flying into Sardinia, I knew I was going to love it. So from the plane you could actually see the fish in the bottom, so I thought that was like amazing. So my first day was just family. There was way more family than I thought just on this island, and they started us off with like a huge family reunion, and we had like this huge dinner, and it was like we did the traditional Italian dinner, so primo, secondo, tercero, and then dessert. And in between they had this almost like a lemon kind of dessert to like clean your mouth, which I thought that was really cool. And so we had like an 8-course meal for the first day, so it was a great way to start. The second day we spent relaxing on the beaches of Sardinia, and these were like the best beaches that I've ever seen in my life. And I'm from the Cape, so I really like my beaches, and these beaches were like out of this world. And then on the bottom, this bottom right corner here, the pizza there. So I was really excited about my first pizza in Italy. You know, my mom always makes pizza and everything, my grandma, but in Sardinia things are a lot different, and the food, the culture is all pretty different there. And so the pizzas there, you actually order a pizza for yourself, and so it comes out and it looks like a large pizza, but if you can see here, it's like super thin, and you can finish the whole thing pretty much, so it was nice. The second day we spent scuba diving and going on a boat tour. So in one section of Sardinia, there's a no fishing zone, like over like a pretty big part of the island, and it's basically just to like keep all like these really beautiful fish from being overfished. And they're all pretty friendly, and if you like snorkel by them, like sometimes they bump into you. They're not too scared of people, which was like really cool. Also kind of freaked me out a little bit. But then without telling us, they brought us to one spot where they wanted us to snorkel down, and so this is basically, it's called the Madonna, and it's this like 8-foot statue underwater, and it's supposed to be Mother Mary and Jesus, but it looks horrifying underwater, because it is like 8 feet tall. Like if you can see the diver there, it's literally like, it's crazy. And the next part, I was really excited about my adventures in Sardinia, but traveling to the mainland I was also really excited about, because that's more of our own culture there. But the first part of the trip we started in Rome, and we saw some of the historical sites. So we started with the Colosseum, which is one of my favorite of the spots, and went during the day, but this is a view of it at night, and it's really awesome at night. They actually have lights that go around the bottom, and it was just crazy to see how big it was, and just see like a structure that was there for like thousands of years, and that was crazy to me. And then on the right here is the Trevi Fountain, which is also in Rome, which we went to later that night. And you can probably see some of the people on the bottom here kind of flipping a coin from their right hand over their left shoulder, and it just means that if you do that into the Trevi Fountain, that you'll come back to Rome for another visit. This part here was the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and this is probably my least favorite of all like the tourist sites. There's me trying to do it. I did a pretty bad job, but so pretty much you see this everywhere, and there's like thousands of people, and everyone's doing the whole hand motion on the fountain. Some people are pretty creative, but yeah, I didn't really like it too much, because it was like super Americanized there. There was like a subway right next to the tower. Like it wasn't too fun. Maybe I was just mad about leaving Sardinia though, so I don't know. And the last part, which was the most important part for me, and really the reason why we went on this trip, was to see both my parents' villages in Avellino. So On the right here is my mom's village, Torre de Chile, which means village of hazelnuts, because they actually produce the hazelnuts that go into the Nutella chocolate. And then on the right is my dad's village, which is called Pere de Fusi, which is like the village of rocks. It's exciting, but still. So our first night over there, we were greeted by everyone. This is where I had most of my family. It's probably like 200 of my cousins and stuff there. Like it's ridiculous. Everyone came to our hotel and tried meeting us. But this is actually my dad's village here. And so this was called the Feast of the Fusilli. And fusilli are these pastas here. They're little spiral pastas, and they're my favorite. We usually eat them for Easter, but they had a big party there for it, and it's actually the night before my mom's feast, which I'll get into. But the feast was really awesome. You go in and get pasta, everyone's dancing and socializing, and they make it so you pay for your pasta, but wine and beer is free, which is really interesting, unlike here. Then the next one is the Feast of Santiago, which is, for my parents, probably the biggest of all of our feasts and traditions. It's a pretty big, like, religious holiday where you honor the saint of Santiago, which is like the saint of miracles in Italy. And I have a short video here for you. And basically, I'll try to explain it while it's going on. But hope you guys can see this at least. So basically they carry this huge statue around of the saint, and you can see there's gold chains that people from the village put on, and they basically give donations and just like their gold and other valuables, and they put it on the saint, and they carry the saint from one end of the village to the other, and then basically this whole feast goes on for 3 days, so they carry that saint across the whole village, which is basically just like maybe 200 pounds, and they just carry it for like maybe 8 miles, and there's a band that follows for the whole time, and everyone walks. I couldn't get the picture of me with them, but I thought it was a little funny. So in the village, probably like the average height of a guy is like 5'6", and so probably big there, so I thought that was cool. But yeah, and then at night it turns into this. So they light up the whole village, and basically fireworks from 12 to maybe 6 in the morning, and that's actually the last night, what it looks like. But yeah, it was probably my coolest experience there. So in conclusion, I was very fortunate to be able to see many of the beautiful sights of Italy and being completely immersed in the culture with my family. My trip to Italy was incredible for so many reasons, and it truly allowed me to feel closer to my family and heritage. Whether it was relaxing with my family in Sardinia, traveling to the mainland to see many historic sites, or being fortunate enough to see the village where my parents were born, each experience was incredible and had a lasting impact on me. I hope this speech has not only told you a bit about Italy, but has also told you quite a bit about who I am and where I come from. Thank you.